Ain't nobody came on yet. Like, I hope when you change that name back to that, that didn't have nothing to do with it.
No.
That's all. Okay. It usually be more people in there. Nobody sitting there.
Let me make sure that you're still live on YouTube. I'm just gonna go on your channel right here. Yeah, showing that you're live. Yeah, so you're live.
There you go. It just said welcome to the live chat. Remember to go. Okay, supposed to be showing that. Shalom, shalom. Move. Can you remove that or just stay?
Oh yeah, that just stays right there.
Okay, shalom, shalom. Earl Harder, praise the mighty Yah, bro. Let's go.
Thanks to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Chillin' sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Give thanks to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Chillin' sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. All praises due to Him. Who is who He is, came down from out of heaven. To make us his kids, now this is serious business. And Abraham was his friend. He was considered a prince. Genesis 15:13, 400 years of slavery. True prophecy, what other people could it be? Having babies in the cotton field, had murderers still here, murdered by the cops. So much violence on our block. Part of our prophecy, Deuteronomy 28. My people let it marinate, prophecy, reality. Scholars wanna battle me, we need not fight. I just recite what I comprehend. Can I live? Breaking bread with my nation, eating spoken word melodies we travel on. Surviving in Babylon, the Father we waiting on. May the judge soon come, set the record straight. Thanks to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Chillin' sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Give thanks to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Chillin' sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty The greatest artist alive, Yahuwah, who you thought it was from his throne above, made us from the dust, stop the arrogance, we just flesh and blood, stitched out in the image of such. And it's too much when some minute and back in touch. I was one for show, had to get down low. Put my face in the dirt, it's what the Father deserves. Who gives power to the powers, rain to the flowers, turn crops to powder. I recognize who my maker is, and it's chosen all my relatives. Shout out to the Mo Rays who teaching the right thing. Together we all sing hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah, make it tough a lot. Round around the clock till our bodies stop. Ain't no stopping us, we too serious. He reviving us, we is chosen ones. He reviving us, no disguising us. This is marvelous, the resurrection of a dead nation. Give thanks to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Chillin' sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Give thanks to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Chillin' sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Hallelujah.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, glory, and worship and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's topic, I'm going to break down wisdom, the word wisdom. A lot of people say wisdom is this, wisdom is that. But I'm going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that wisdom only comes from Yah. Man can't give you wisdom. Man can't teach you wisdom. Your wisdom only comes from Yah. Now, man can learn you some and teach you some, but wisdom, he cannot give you that. That got to come from Yah. And I'm going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. First of all, I want to look up the word wisdom.
Wisdom, understanding of what is true,
See,
right, or
wisdom,
lasting.
Wisdom is to understand what is true, because a lot of people don't know what the truth is. And read that again.
Understanding of what is true, right, or lasting.
Okay, what is right and true. Some people think going to church is true. Some people think calling up on JC, Hamashiach, Allah, and Buddha is true. You know, so those people don't have no wisdom. And I'm going to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that they do not have no wisdom at all. When you say that the New Testament and the Old Testament they go together like a hand and glove, that's not wisdom. You don't know what you're talking about. Read it.
Wisdom, the quality of being wise,
The quality of being wise,
good judgment
good judgment,
that comes from knowledge and experience in life.
come from knowledge, experience, in life. Okay, now let's get in the real book and see what the real book gonna say about it. Now,
An example of wisdom.
yeah, give them an example of wisdom.
An example of wisdom is knowing that, like when it comes to a tomato, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit, but wisdom is knowing not to put a tomato in a fruit salad. So wisdom is kind of like knowing how to apply what is true.
Okay, that was one definition. Now, let's go to Exodus 31. The book of Exodus, chapter 31. Let's start at the first verse.
Exodus chapter 31, verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, See, I have called by name Bezaleel, the son of Uriah, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. And I have filled him with the spirit of Elohim in wisdom, and in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship, to devise cunning works, to work in gold, and in silver, and in brass, and in cutting of stones, to set them, and in carving of timber, to work in all manner of workmanship. And I, behold,
And so, in other words, Yahweh gave these men wisdom to do this. Read.
I have given with him Aholiab, the son of Ahishmach, of the tribe of Dan, and in the hearts of all that are wise hearted I have put wisdom, that they may make all that they may make all that I have commanded thee.
See, wisdom come from Yah. Remember that.
The tabernacle of the congregation, and the ark of the testimony, and the mercy seat that is thereupon, and all the furniture of the tabernacle.
See, I'm just giving you a definition of how wisdom come within a man from Yah.
And the table and its furniture, and the pure candlestick with all his furniture, and the altar of incense, and the altar of burnt offering with all his furniture, and the laver and its foot, and the cloths of service.
Okay, that's all I need. All right. Now let's go to Exodus 36. Exodus 36 and start at the first verse.
Exodus chapter 36, verse 1. Then wrought Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man, in whom Yahweh put wisdom and understanding, to know how to work all manner of work for the service of the sanctuary.
See, remember, I told you wisdom come from Yah. You only can get wisdom from Yah. And the book gonna pop it all day long about that. Okay, keep reading.
According to all that Yahweh had commanded. And Moses called Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man, in whose heart Yahweh had put wisdom,
Yahweh had put wisdom,
even every one whose heart stirred him up to come unto the work to do it.
but like I keep saying, can't no man give you wisdom. They can learn you and teach you something, but wisdom only come from Yah. Read.
And they received of Moses all the offering which the children of Israel had brought for the work of the service of the sanctuary, to make it withal. And they brought yet unto him free offerings every morning. And all the wise men that wrought all the work of the sanctuary, came every man from his work which they had. From his work which they made.
Okay, now go to 1 Kings. Now I'm finna get on down through there. 1 Kings chapter 3. Now watch this wisdom here. 1 Kings chapter 3 and 3 and 1. Let's see. Yeah, 3 and 1. Come on here.
1 Kings chapter 3, verse 1. And Solomon made affinity with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her into the city of David until he had made an end of building his own house and the house of Yahweh and the wall of Jerusalem round about. Only the people sacrificed in high places, because there was no house built unto the name of Yahweh until those days. And Solomon loved Yahweh, walking in the statutes of David his father.
Now you know that Solomon loved Yahweh, and the only way you can love Yahweh is what? Start walking what?
Walking in the statutes of David his father.
Because he got it from Yahweh too. David got it from Yah. Read.
Only he sacrificed and burnt incense in high places. And the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there, for that was the great high place. 1,000 burnt offerings did Solomon offer upon that altar. In Gibeon, Yahweh appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and Elohim said, "Ask what I shall give thee."
Now listen to this real carefully. Listen.
And Solomon said, "Thou hast showed unto thy servant David my father great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth and in righteousness and in uprightness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne, as it is this day. And now, O Yahweh my Elohim, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in."
In other words, Solomon just explained himself to y'all, man. I'm just a nobody. I don't know nothing. Watch this.
And thy servant is in the midst of thy people which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude.
Now you done put me over all these people, and I don't know nothing.
Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people.
Now, this what King Solomon asked. Give me knowledge and understanding to judge your people. Watch this, read.
That I may discern between good and bad.
That I can make a difference between the good and the bad.
For who is able to judge this thy so great a people?
I don't know nobody that can judge these great people.
And the speech pleased Yahweh.
And the speech pleased him because he begged for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He didn't ask for nothing else. He didn't ask for no 50 cars, 50 houses, $1 million, gold chains, a bunch of women. He didn't ask for none of that. He asked for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Now watch this. Read.
That Solomon had asked this thing.
Now start at 10.
And the speech pleased Yahweh.
He was glad to hear it. Please, y'all.
That Solomon had asked this thing.
That Solomon only asked this thing, because that was nice of him. Read.
And Elohim said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing,
because you just asked for this,
and hast not asked for thyself long life,
you ain't asked to live forever,
neither has asked riches for thyself.
You didn't want no bunch of money like Donald Trump and open them guys. You didn't ask for no billions of dollars.
Nor has asked the life of thy enemies.
Nor did ask you to kill my enemies.
But has asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment.
But you only asked for understanding to discern judgment.
Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart.
He given them a wise and understanding heart.
So that there was none like thee before thee.
Ain't gonna be nobody like thee before thee. Yahweh telling Solomon.
Neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee.
Ain't gonna never be another King Solomon. But watch what he do for Solomon.
and I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked,
Everything that you didn't ask for, you gonna have it.
both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days.
Ain't gonna never be a king like King Solomon, because King Solomon was the richest man that ever lived. He had more than anybody and everybody. He had more money than Donald Trump and what's the other, Bill Gates and all the rest of them. They didn't have never as much as he had. Read.
And if thou wilt walk in my ways,
And he told Solomon, if you walk in my ways,
to keep my statutes and my commandments, as thy father David did walk,
do just like what your daddy did, your father did, do like David did.
then I will lengthen thy days.
Then you're gonna live a long time.
And Solomon awoke,
It was in a dream. Then he woke up.
and behold, it was a dream.
It was a dream, but the dream came true.
And he came to Jerusalem and stood before the ark of the covenant of Yahweh, and offered up burnt offerings and offered peace offerings, and made a feast to all his servants. Then came there 2 women that were harlots.
Now watch this wisdom. Here go the wisdom right here. I'm talking about. Start that 16 verses corn.
Unto the king, and
Now it says, read that 16 again, because I was running my mouth.
then came there 2 women that were harlots unto the unto the king,
Here come 2 hoes. There was to the king, two hoes.
and stood before him. And the one woman said, O my master, I and this woman dwell in one house,
Me and this woman live in the same house.
and I was delivered of a child with her in the house.
And I was delivered of a child in her house.
And it came to pass the 3rd day after that I was delivered, that this woman was delivered also.
Okay, so these 2 women had 2 babies in the same house. Now watch this.
And we were together.
And we was in the same house together.
There was no stranger with us in the house,
Wasn't nobody in the house but these 2 women and these 2 babies.
save we 2 in the house.
That's it. We were just us 2.
And this woman's child died in the night.
This woman child died in the night. One of the whore's wife child died in the night. What verse you at?
19.
Okay.
Because she overlaid it.
Because she smothered it. She accidentally slept on the baby and smothered the baby. She didn't do it on purpose, but she accidentally, while she was asleep, she rolled over on the baby and she killed it, suffocated. Read.
And she arose at midnight
In the road that night.
and took my son from beside me.
Now, she rose in the middle of the night and got that woman live son, because her son is dead, so she wouldn't got the other woman live son. Read.
While thy handmaid slept.
While she was asleep, she stole her baby, because she had laid over on hers and it died. Read.
And laid it in her bosom.
And played like it was her, laid it in her bosom.
And laid her dead child in my bosom.
And put her dead child over to this woman. Boy, this cold-blooded right here. Now watch this though.
And when I rose in the morning to give my child suck,
when I rose up in the morning to get ready to feed my child,
behold, it was dead.
It was dead, but it was the other woman child, because she had switched them out. She had switched. Read.
But when I had considered it in the morning, behold, it was not my son.
I knew this wasn't my son, because this boy didn't have no mark on him. Evidently, she knew that this wasn't her. This dead son wasn't her. She knew that. But watch this. Read.
Which I did bear, and the woman and the other woman said.
And the other woman said, watch this other woman start lying.
Nay, but the living is my son.
Oh, the living, the one she stole from. Oh, this is my son.
And the dead is thy son.
And the dead one is yours, because she lied. She switched them out. She the one switched them out. Now watch this. Read.
And this said, no, but the dead is thy son.
They arguing, the feud. Now watch this though.
And the living is my son. Thus they spake before the king.
Then they went before the king, King Solomon.
Then said the king.
Watch this coin was in his wisdom.
The one saith, this is my son that liveth.
One of the women said, this is my son that liveth.
and thy son is the dead.
Read.
And the other saith, Nay, but thy son is the dead, and my son is the living.
But they arguing. One of them lying and one telling the truth. Read.
And the king said,
And King Solomon said,
Bring me a sword.
Bring me a sword, a big old sword, a knife.
And they brought a sword before the king.
Now watch this wisdom.
And the king said, Divide the living child in two, and give half to the one, and half to the other.
What boy is corn here? Read.
Then spake the woman whose the living child was unto the king, for her bowels yearned upon her son. And she said, O my master, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it.
In other words, the woman say, don't kill the baby, give it to the lion woman, the woman that lied and stole my baby, give it to her.
But the other said, Let it be neither mine nor thine.
Go on, kill it. Go on, kill it. Because mine dead, so go on, kill the living. Because she jealous because hers died. Read.
But divide it.
But divide it. Go on, do what you say you're going to do, king.
Then the king answered and said, Give her the living child.
Give her the living child.
And in no wise slay it.
And no wise slay it.
She is the mother thereof.
That's how he determined wisdom, because he knew that the woman that didn't care about the child wanted it to die, but that woman, the baby was, no, go on, let her have it. It's cool. And that's what wisdom come in. He figured it out. He understood that the other that whose baby it was. He found out whose baby it was. Read.
And all Israel heard of the judgment which the king had judged.
He had heard the judgment because the Almighty Yah gave him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
And they feared the king, for they saw that the wisdom of Elohim was in him.
They saw that the wisdom of Elohim was in him.
To do judgment.
To do judgment. Boy, that's corn right there. That's how King Solomon found out who was lying and who was telling the truth. Boy, that's cold-blooded right there. And I love that. Okay, now let's go to 1 Kings 4. 4 and 1 Kings chapter 4, verse, let me see, 4 and 29. Yeah, 4 and 29.
1 Kings chapter 4, verse 29. And Elohim gave Solomon wisdom and understanding exceeding much.
Who gave it to him? God gave it to him. Yah gave it to him. It's saying, you read, start over.
And Elohim gave Solomon wisdom and understanding exceeding much, and largeness of heart, even as the sand that is on the seashore.
Why does this man never live? Read.
And Solomon's wisdom excelled the wisdom of all the children of the east country, and all the wisdom of Egypt.
Wasn't nobody in the world smarter than King Solomon. That's what this saying. Read.
For he was wiser than all men.
There you go. He was wiser than all men. What do the word all mean? You know what it means. Read.
Than Ethan the Ezrahite, and Heman, and Chalcol, and Darda, the sons of Mahol, and his fame was in all nations round about, and he spake 3,000 proverbs.
King Solomon can speak 3,000 proverbs, popcorn.
And his songs were 1,005.
His song 1,005.
And he spake of trees, from the cedar tree that is in Lebanon, even unto the hyssop that springeth out of the wall.
Man, he had wisdom, knowledge, and everything. He knew about it all. Read.
He spake also of beasts and of fowl.
He can tell you about the beast, the tree, and everything.
And of creeping things.
Tell you about all that.
And of fishes.
Tell you about all the fish. What they this, what they that. He knew everything. Read.
And there came of all people to hear the wisdom of Solomon.
To hear Solomon pop that corn. They came from miles around just to hear Solomon pop that corn. Read.
From all kings of the earth, which had heard of his wisdom.
Everybody had heard of his wisdom. Boy, they wanted to know it. They wanted to hear it. That's right. Okay, go to 1 Kings 5. 5 and start the first verse.
1 Kings chapter 5, verse 1. And Hiram king of Tyre sent his servants unto Solomon, for he had heard that they had anointed him king in the room of his father. For Hiram was ever a lover of David.
Hiram was a lover of David, just like me. I'm a lover of David. We love David. Read.
And Solomon sent to Hiram, saying, Thou knowest how that David my father could not build a house unto the name of Yahweh his Elohim for the wars which were about him on every side, until Yahweh put them under the soles of his feet.
Yahweh put all the enemies under the King David's feet.
But now Yahweh my Elohim have given me rest on every side, so that there is neither adversary nor evil occurrent.
In other words, King Solomon had peace. Wasn't nobody finna mess with him or bother him. Read.
And behold, I propose to build a house unto the name of Yahweh my Elohim, as Yahweh spake unto David my father, saying, Thy son, whom I will set upon thy throne in thy room, he shall build a house unto my name.
In other words, he didn't want King David to build his house. He wanted King David's son to build it. Read, which was Solomon.
Now therefore command thou that they hew me cedar trees out of Lebanon, and my servants shall be with thy servants, and unto thee will I give hire for thy service according to all that thou shalt appoint. For thou knowest that there is not among us any that can skill to hew timber like unto the Sidonians.
Sidonia, the Michael Jordan went this time.
And it came to pass, when Hiram heard the words of Solomon, that he rejoiced greatly, and said, Blessed be Yahweh this day, which hath given unto David a wise son over this great people. And Hiram sent to Solomon, saying, I have considered the things which thou sentest to me for, and I will do all thy desire concerning timber of cedar and concerning timber of fir.
Because he wants the best of the best. Read.
My servants shall bring them down from Lebanon unto the sea, and I will convey them by sea and float unto the place that thou shalt appoint me, and will cause them to be discharged there, and thou shalt receive them, and thou shalt accomplish my desire in giving food for my household. So Hiram gave Solomon cedar trees and fir trees according to all his desire.
All that he wanted.
And Solomon gave Hiram 20,000 measures of wheat for food to his household, and 20,000 measures of pure oil. Thus gave Solomon to Hiram year by year.
Because Solomon was filthy rich. When nobody had more money than King Solomon. Read.
And Yahweh gave Solomon wisdom, as he promised him.
He gave him wisdom. I told you wisdom only comes from Yah. And he read that 12 again, because I want these people to understand where wisdom comes from. It don't come from college. It don't come from going to school. It don't come from your teachers and your mama and your grandpa. It don't come from nobody. Read it again.
And Yahweh gave Solomon wisdom.
Yahweh gave him wisdom. Nobody else. Read.
As he promised
As he had promised him.
And there was peace between Hiram and Solomon, and they two made a league together.
It was real cool.
And King Solomon raised a levy out of all Israel, and the levy was 30,000 men. And he sent them to Lebanon, 10,000 a month by courses.
10,000 a month.
A month they were in Lebanon, and 2 months at home. And Iran was over the levy. And Solomon had 310,000 that bear burdens, and 400,000 hewers in the mountains, beside the chief of Solomon's officers which were over the work.
Okay, that's all I needed on that. Yeah, now go to 1 Kings chapter 10. Solomon was a cold piece of work. Man had plenty of everything, because the Almighty Yah loved him and gave it to him. That's right. He gave him everything. Everything that his heart desired, he gave it to him. Okay, what I say, 10? 1 Kings 10. Let's see. 10 and 1. There's corn here.
1 Kings chapter 10, verse 1. And when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of Yahweh,
when this black woman heard of this black man, because both of them was black, King Solomon was black and Sheba was black,
she came to prove him with hard questions.
She came to ask him hard questions. Wasn't not too hard for Solomon, because boy, he can pop it. Okay, read.
And she came to Jerusalem with a very great train.
Just like I had them $500 question, them $1,000 question, they can't answer. Can't answer for the money. I try to give them money and they can't answer. Okay, keep reading.
With camels that bear spices and very much gold and precious stones.
Look at all this she brought for Solomon. She had everything, had very much gold.
And when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him of all that was in her heart. And Solomon told her all her questions.
He answered all her questions. King Solomon did. What verse you at?
3.
Okay.
There was not anything hid from the king.
That's right. Wasn't nothing hid from him, because Yah was with him,
which he told her not. And when the queen of Sheba had seen all Solomon's wisdom, and the house that he had built, and the meat of his table, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and their apparel, and his cupbearers, and his accent
when Sheba seen all of this, read.
And his ascent by which he went up unto the house of Yahweh, there was no more spirit in her.
Well, she was amazed and dazed and astonished, shocked. She couldn't believe her eyes. Couldn't believe her eyes. Read.
And she said to the king.
She said to King Solomon,
it was a true report that I heard in my own land of thy acts and of thy wisdom.
That rumor that I heard that you was a bad man, that you was 100, that wasn't nobody in the world like you, it was true. Because I had to come see with my own eye, because I couldn't believe the story that I was hearing. But when she got there, he showed her the truth. Read.
Howbeit I believe not the words.
I didn't believe what they were talking about. Oh, that man can't do this. Oh, that man can't do this. That man don't know nothing. Then she couldn't believe it. Read.
Until I came
and saw it for myself. The Missouri state. Show me. That's right. You got to show him. Not talking to him. Show it to him. Read.
And my eyes have seen it.
And when see it, that's when I like Missouri statement. Show me state. If they can't show it to you, then they'll lie. Read.
And behold, the half was not told me.
And the half wasn't even told.
Thy wisdom and prosperity exceeded the fame which I heard.
And that's right. Read.
Happy are thy men.
Everybody happy.
Happy are these thy servants.
Everybody happy.
Which stand continually before thee, and that hear thy wisdom.
Everybody hear this can't believe it. They happy. That's right. They happy to hear it. Read.
Blessed be Yahweh thy Elohim, which delighted in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel, because Yahweh loved Israel forever.
He loved Israel. He ain't love nobody, no Christian, nobody. He loved Israel. Read.
Therefore made he thee king to do judgment and justice.
He made the right man king in judgment.
And she gave the king 120 talents of gold.
When she found out the truth and knew that the King Solomon was the one, she gave him how much gold? 120 talents of gold?
And of spices very great store, and precious stones.
Precious stones, diamonds, and pearls.
There came no more such abundance of spices as these which the queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon.
Didn't nobody give him more than what she did. She gave him all kind of stuff. Gold and diamonds and rubies and sapphires and everything. Read.
And the navy also of Hiram that brought gold from Ophir, brought in from Ophir great plenty of almug trees and precious stones. And the king made of the almug trees pillars for the house of Yahweh and for the king's house, harps also and psalteries for singers.
And they doing that today, because when you rich and got plenty of money, people will give you stuff. If Oprah go to a beautician and sit down in the chair, she ain't got to pay. Go do her feet free, her hair free. When she go in them stores, she ain't got to buy no clothes. They gonna give it to her. Same thing with King Solomon. But boy, they was way colder than them. Because when you filthy rich and got money, they give you stuff. But when you poor and ain't got nothing, they ain't gonna give you nothing. Ain't gonna give you nothing. But they'll give a rich person everything. Read.
There came no such almond trees, nor were seen unto this day. And
Look at all these people getting King Solomon, boy, because he was black. You supposed to get King Solomon, yeah, because he worth it. Read.
And King Solomon gave unto the queen of Sheba all her desire.
Now watch what King Solomon did. They didn't only give him, he gave too. King Solomon gave a what?
And King Solomon gave unto the queen of Sheba all her desire.
Everything that she asked for.
Whatsoever she asked.
That's what I just said.
Beside that what Solomon gave her of his royal bounty.
Of his royal bounty.
So she turned and went to her own country.
After King Solomon blessed her like she blessed him, he blessed her and gave her, and she went home.
She and her servants.
Her and her servant went back to the crib.
Now the weight of gold that came to Solomon in 1 year was 636 talents of gold.
Now do the math on that. Can you do the math on that? It says it was 636 talents of gold. I ain't that good with math, but whatever it is, it's a bankroll. It's more than what I got and what anybody in the bitch around here got. Now we talking gold now. We ain't talking about no money, no diamonds and silver. We talking about gold. Read.
Beside that he had of the merchantmen and of the traffic of the spice merchants and of all the kings of Arabia and of the governors of the country. And King Solomon made 200 targets of beaten gold.
Beaten gold.
600 shekels of gold went to one target. 300 shields of beaten gold. 3 pounds of gold went to one shield. And the king put them in the house of the forest of Lebanon. Moreover, the king made a great throne of ivory and overlaid it with the best gold. The throne had 6 steps, and the top of the throne was round behind.
And what you got to remember, this gold was pure in the purest form. This gold today is a knockoff and been stepped on and contaminated. This gold was straight out the ground. I'm talking about 100% pure gold with no additives. Cost way more than what this gold costs today. Read.
And there were stays on either side on the place of the seat, and 2 lions stood beside the stays, and 12 lions stood there on the one side and on the other upon the 6 steps.
Now there them lions go now. About a month ago we was debating about, can you wear a lion? Is a lion a graven image? Now bag up and read about them lions.
And 12 lions stood there on the one side and on the other upon the 6 steps.
Say 12 lions stood there. Read.
There was not the like made in any kingdom, and all King Solomon's drinking vessels were of gold.
Everything that he drank out of was gold. I'm drinking out of plastic. King Solomon drank out of pure gold.
And all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were of pure gold.
Everything was pure gold.
None were of silver.
Ain't wasn't no silver. Everything was pure gold.
It was nothing accounted of in the days of Solomon.
That's right.
For the king had at sea a navy of Tarshish with the navy of Hiram. Once in 3 years came the navy of Tarshish, bringing gold and silver, ivory, and apes and peacocks.
Animals, apes and peacocks. He like animals. I like animals too. Read.
So King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and for wisdom.
Did nobody have no more money than King Solomon, and they weren't smarter than him. He had more wisdom than more money than anybody in the land. Read.
And all the earth sought to Solomon.
All the earth. Everybody in the world looking for Solomon because he's somebody. Read.
To hear his wisdom.
They wanted to hear him pop that coin.
Which Elohim had put in his heart.
Put his heart.
And they brought every man his present, vessels of silver, and vessels of gold, and garments, and armor, and spices, horses.
Horses, them Tennessee Walker, and them other kind of horses. Them Clydesdale. Is it Clydesdale, Tennessee Walker, and the other ones? I don't know, but they them horses. Clydesdale, Tennessee Walkers. Read.
and mules, a rate year by year. And Solomon gathered together chariots and horsemen, and he had 1,400 chariots
He had 1,400 chariots,
and 12,000 horsemen,
12,000 horsemen.
whom he bestowed in the cities for chariots, and with the king at Jerusalem.
Boy, he was a bad man, had it all. Read.
And the king made silver to be in Jerusalem as stones, and cedars made he to be as the sycamore trees that are in the vale for abundance.
But I'm just letting you know how much knowledge, wisdom has King Solomon had, because y'all give it to him. Can't no man give you that. Y'all can only do it. Read.
And Solomon had horses brought out of Egypt and linen yarn. The king's merchants received the linen yarn at a price, and a chariot came up and went out of Egypt for 600 shekels of silver, and a horse for 150. And so for all the kings of the Hittites and for the kings of Syria did they bring them out by their means.
Now read 10 and 1. What else did he have? What else did the Almighty give him? Watch this. This is something y'all ain't never heard before, but some of y'all have heard it though. Watch, read.
10.
Yeah, 11 and 1.
Oh, 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women.
He loved all kind of women, Puerto Rican, white women, Japanese, Chinese.
Together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites.
There you go.
Ammonites.
There you go.
Edomites.
There you go.
Zidonians.
There you go.
And Hittites.
He loved all kind of women, but watch this now.
Of the nations concerning which Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them.
Don't have sex with no Chinese or Puerto Rico or Mexican.
Neither shall they come in unto you.
And don't let them come to you.
For surely they will turn away your heart after their deity.
For sure they're going to have you worshiping their own God. The Chinese, the Mexican, the Puerto Rican, the Gentile God. Read.
Solomon clave unto these in love.
Solomon went after them in love. He looking at them big booties and a nice set of titties and long pretty hair in their skin. He said, boy, I got to have them. Read.
And he has 700 wives.
He has 700 wives.
Princesses. And 300 concubines.
And 300 concubines, them girlfriends. So how many is that? Read.
And his wives turned away his heart.
And he had 1,000 wives, and they turned away his heart. But that's another topic, another story. Now let's get on, go to First Chronicles. But I just want to let you know how many wives he had and how much money he had and how smart he was. First Chronicles 22, I think. Let me get the First Chronicles. Let me see, 22. There's corn here too. First Chronicles chapter 22, verse 12 and 13. Yeah. Yes, sir.
First Chronicles chapter 22, verse 12. Only Yahweh give thee wisdom and understanding.
What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you only y'all do it? Read it again.
Only Yahweh give thee wisdom and understanding, and give thee trust concerning Israel, that thou mayest keep the law of Yahweh thy Elohim.
You can't go to college. You can't go to school. You can't listen to your mom and dad talking about getting that wisdom, because only Yahweh give you wisdom.
Then shalt thou prosper, if thou takest heed to fulfill the statutes and judgments which Yahweh charged Moses with concerning Israel. Be strong and of good courage, dread not, nor be dismayed.
That's right. Okay, now go to Second Chronicles. Only Yah can give you wisdom. That's what I said. The book said it. You think you got your wisdom from somebody else? You're a lie. You ain't got it from nobody but Yah. What I say? Let's go to Second Chronicles. Second Chronicles chapter 1. Yeah. Second Chronicles 1 and 10 and through 12. Yeah. Now I say second then. Yeah, second. Second Chronicles 1 and 10 and 12.
Second Chronicles chapter 1, verse 10. Give me now wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before this people.
That's what Solomon said. Give me, talking to Yahweh, give me.
For who can judge this thy people? that is so great. And Elohim said to Solomon, because this was in thine heart, and thou hast not asked riches,
Because you didn't ask for no money,
wealth,
there wasn't no wealth
or honor,
or honor,
nor the life of thy enemies,
nor you want me to kill your enemies.
neither yet hast asked long life,
You didn't ask to live a long time,
but hast asked wisdom and knowledge for thyself,
but you asked for wisdom and knowledge for thyself,
that thou mayest judge my people,
that you may judge the children of Israel, his people.
over whom I had made thee king.
That's right. He didn't ask for nothing but wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, go to 2 Chronicles 9. 2 Chronicles chapter 9, verse. I think that's the same thing. Let me see. 9. Start the first verse.
2 Chronicles chapter 9, verse 1.
Yeah.
And when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon, she came to prove Solomon with hard questions at Jerusalem.
Okay, so that's the same thing we already read. Okay, let's go to Job. Yeah, it's just saying it in a different book, but it's talking about the same thing. Let's go to Job 28. Job chapter 28, verse 15.
Job chapter 28, verse 15. It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof. It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir,
Now watch what he's talking about. Ain't none of this about nothing. Read.
with the precious onyx or the sapphire. The gold and the crystal cannot equal it,
Gold and crystals can't equal to this.
and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels of fine gold.
That's right. Read.
No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies.
The price of wisdom is above rubies. You rather have wisdom than rubies, according to the book. That what verse was that? You just stopped that?
18.
Okay. Read 20.
The
No, read on down. Yeah.
The topaz of Ethiopia shall not equal it,
Not to wisdom.
neither shall it be valued with pure gold.
See, it's comparing all this to wisdom. Read.
Whence then cometh wisdom, and where is the place of understanding?
That's right. Everything. See, you can't compare them with wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing. And I'm going to get to that. Job 33. Yeah. I think Job 33. Let me get 33. Let me see. Job 33. Let me get started.
Job chapter 33, verse 32. If thou hast anything to say, answer me. Speak, for I desire to justify thee. If not, hearken unto me.
Listen to me.
Hold thy peace,
Shut your mouth.
and I shall teach thee
I'm
wisdom.
going to teach you wisdom. The book went permanent. Going to teach you wisdom. Okay. Psalm 37. Let's see. Yeah. Psalms 37. Let me see. Where is it? Start at 29.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 29. The righteous shall inherit the land
Say the righteous going to inherit the land,
and dwell therein
and
forever.
they're going to dwell there forever. The righteous is now.
The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom,
The righteous of the mouth speaking wisdom. I'm popping wisdom.
and his tongue talketh of judgment.
Talking to judgment. Read that 30 again.
The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom,
The mouth of the righteous speaking wisdom. I'm going to show y'all later on what righteous is, who the righteous is.
and his tongue talketh of judgment.
Talking to judgment. That's right. That was Psalm 37. Let's go to 49. That's right. 49 and first verse.
Psalms chapter 49, verse 1. Hear this, all ye people, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world.
Talking to the world. Say, hear this. Talking about the world.
both low and high,
broke
rich,
and rich,
rich and poor,
rich and poor together, talking about everybody.
together. My mouth shall speak of wisdom,
My mouth gonna speak wisdom.
and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding.
That's right, understanding.
I will incline my ear to a parable.
Oh, that's all I needed. Yeah, my mouth gonna speak wisdom. 105. Psalm 105 and 22.
Psalms chapter 105, verse 22. To bind his princes at his pleasure and teach his senators wisdom.
Teaches senators wisdom. That's right. Okay, let's go to Psalms 111 and 10. This is corn right here. 111 and 10.
Psalms chapter 111.
Oh, let me get it, make sure that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Psalms chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. You got to fear Yah before he give you wisdom. If you don't fear him, he ain't going to give you nothing. Read.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
Everybody that keep his commandments got a good understanding. According to the book, read.
His praise endure forever.
And so when you keep the commandments, the Most High give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Can't no man give you that. Read that verse again, because that's corn now.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. How you fear him? Read.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
Everybody in this world that keep his commandments gonna understand it all.
His praise endure forever.
His praise endure forever. Okay, Proverbs 1. Got to keep them commandments. I don't care what you say. You don't keep them, the Almighty ain't studying you. Proverbs 1, let's see. Yeah, 1 through 7. Let's get it right here.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear.
Hold it right there. Everybody on this internet right now, it said a wise man will hear. Close your mouth and listen. Read.
And will increase learning.
And he will learn something. You can't learn running your mouth and talking. You got to shut up and listen and learn. Read.
And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels.
To wise counsel.
To understand a proverb and the interpretation.
You got to understand a proverb and this interpretation of it.
The words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
But a fool despises wisdom and instruction, because you can't tell a fool nothing. He already know everything. He running his mouth. You trying to tell him what's right and what's real in this 100. He running his mouth like he knows something. And dumb as a box of rocks. Arguing with a fool. That's what it say. A fool despises wisdom. He don't want to know nothing. He's shamed and embarrassed and got that what you call it? What's that word for? Arrogant. Don't want to never be wrong. Keep reading. No, that's all I want. Okay, Proverbs 2. How y'all think I got this knowledge? And I ain't get this running my mouth. I was listening, paying attention and shutting up. I'm talking next because I got wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But back when I was young, I wasn't doing no talk. I was listening. That's the only way you're going to learn. You got to shut your big mouth and let somebody tell you something. But can't nobody tell you nothing. That's when the Almighty going to bust your head. Proverbs 2 and start at the first verse.
Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee.
Keep the commandments with you, my son.
So that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom.
Incline your ear to wisdom. Listen.
and applying thy heart to understanding.
That's right. Read.
Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures.
Now, if you look for the commandments, knowledge and wisdom, understand, like you look for silver and gold and money and a job, everybody looking for money, but ain't nobody looking for no wisdom.
Then shalt thou understand the fear of Yahweh.
Then you gonna understand the fear of Yahweh when you seek out the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, keep his laws, his precept, his judgment, and his commandments. What verse you at?
5.
Okay.
And find the knowledge of Elohim.
Then you gonna find the knowledge of him.
For Yahweh giveth wisdom.
Yahweh the only one can give you wisdom.
Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding.
And out of his mouth covers knowledge and understanding. And you ain't gonna get it in no other book. You only gonna get wisdom and knowledge and understanding in the Old Testament, in this book. Because he don't deal with no other book. So when you talking about another book, you another fool. You don't know nothing about nothing. Okay, what Proverbs 3. And start at the 13. I think, 3. Yeah, Proverbs 3 and 13.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom.
Happy is a man that finds wisdom.
And the man that getteth understanding.
And a man that get understanding. Because you got to have an understanding to know that the New Testament and the Old Testament don't go to understanding. You ain't got no, anytime you believe in Hamashiach, the New Testament, crosses, going to church, you lost and you dumb as a box of rocks and you ain't got sense enough that a jaybird got. Because you ain't, the Almighty ain't dealing with you. He ain't gave you nothing. Read that again.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that giveth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver.
It's better than the merchandise of silver.
And the gain thereof than fine gold.
Rather have the wisdom than gold and money and diamonds and stuff like that. Okay, skip on down to 19.
Verse 19. Yahweh by wisdom hath founded the earth. By understanding hath he established the heavens.
That's right. He did it by wisdom. That's right. He did it with wisdom. That's right. Okay, what was that? 3? Okay, let's go to 4. Proverbs 4 and 1.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 1. Hear, ye children, the instruction of a father.
Hear the instruction of a father.
And attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine.
Give you good doctrine.
Forsake ye not my law.
Don't forsake his law.
For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also. And said unto me, let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live.
Keep Yahweh's commandments and live. That's the only way you're going to live is keep his commandments.
Get wisdom.
Get wisdom.
Get understanding.
Get an understanding.
Forget it not.
Don't forget it.
Neither decline from the words of my mouth.
That's right. Don't decline from the words of his mouth.
Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee.
Now it's talking about the law. Now, when they say love her, it's talking about the commandments and the law. Read.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
Hold it right there. Wisdom is a principal thing. Let's look up the word principle. Now he said wisdom is a principal thing. Show them what the word principle means, because they don't know probably what that means.
Principle, most important.
Most important. Principle is most important.
Chief, main, a person or a thing of first importance.
First important. So that's what's important. It's first. Now let's start all over again.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
Wisdom is the first thing. It's more important.
Therefore, get wisdom.
Get wisdom.
And with all thy getting, get understanding.
And when all your getting understanding. I understand that the New Testament and the Old Testament don't go together. I understand ain't no such thing as Hamashiach, Yahshua, JC. I understand that you ain't supposed to be eating this bad food, putting Christmas trees in your house, celebrating these pagan holidays. I understand that you're supposed to get your name changed. I understand that I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I understand that I ain't supposed to be doing everything that everybody else do. I understand. Why? Because I got wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to know right from wrong, good, bad, what y'all love and what he hate. Read that again, all over again, boy, because I want to understand what's going on.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
Wisdom is the principal thing. That's number one. Not no money, not your wife and kids, none of that. Wisdom.
Therefore, get wisdom.
Get wisdom.
And with all thy getting, get understanding.
And while you getting wisdom, you get understanding because you want to know what's true and what's a lie. When you tell me that the New Testament and the Old Testament go together like a glove, you a lie and you ain't got no wisdom. The Almighty ain't showed you nothing to deal with you at all. Is that all of it? Yes, sir. It's all of it. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 10. Proverbs 10 and 31.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 31. The mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom.
The mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom.
But the forward tongue shall be cut out. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable.
The lips of the righteous know what's acceptable.
But the mouth of the wicked speaketh forwardness.
But the mouth of the wicked, he talking out the side of his neck. He don't know what he talking about. He ain't read this book. Almighty ain't dealing with no Christian or no Muslim or no Messianic or none of them people. He ain't dealing with none of them. Proverbs 14. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna popcorn and tell the truth. Some people don't know. Anytime you call yourself a Methodist, a Baptist, a Christian, a Jehovah's Witness, you dumb as a box of rocks. Almighty ain't, you don't know the Yah. You ain't got no wisdom. You just got something. You're a follower. You just following somebody. Cause they say, hey, yeah, I'm at this, I'm at that. Oh shit. You got the research stuff. If you call yourself a Democrat, find out who started the Democrat. You call yourself a Republican, find out who the Republicans can start, where all this stuff come from. You call yourself anything. You got to investigate and find out what's going on. You don't enjoy nothing until you do the history on it. You're going to join something. That's where the gang anything. You do the research and the history on whatever you call yourself a joining. What was that? What did I just say? Did I say, 14? Proverbs 14 and 6.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 6. A scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not.
What is a scorner? Hold it. It says scorner seeketh wisdom. Look up scorner. Let's find out what a scorner is. Say when a scorner seek wisdom. Look up in there. Scorner. SC. SCO. Scorn. A scorn. Let's see what a scorn is.
Scorn, a feeling that one has towards something low, mean, or evil. Contempt, the showing of such feeling. A person or thing that is treated with scorn. To think of and treat as low, mean.
That's right. They ain't got no respect for it and they ain't studying it. A scorner is a person that they ain't gonna do right. Treat, okay. They feel like it's worthless and ain't no value to it. That's what the scorn. He thinking that it ain't nothing good. Read that. You start over. What verse was you at?
6.
Okay, what was that? 14 and 6? Okay.
Yeah. A scorner seeketh wisdom.
See, when the scorner seek wisdom,
but findeth it not.
Because the Almighty ain't gonna deal with no scorner. He ain't dealing with you.
But knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth.
Him that understandeth, right. Okay, that's right. Okay, now let's go to oh no, keep reading.
Go from the presence of a foolish man.
Don't go from a presence of foolish man. He clowning and acting a fool, thinking it's funny. Ain't nothing funny about when it comes to this book. When somebody got you supposed to have your whole divided attention. When somebody telling you about Yah, you ain't supposed to be cracking no jokes and playing no game and belittling him. And this get you some knowledge and wisdom. Listen to read that 7 again.
Go from the presence of a foolish man.
Go from a presence of a foolish man.
When thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge.
When he ain't talking about nothing. He ain't talking about nothing.
The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way.
To understand his way.
But the folly of fools is deceit.
The folly of fools is deceit. That's right. That's all I needed right there. Let's go to Proverbs 16:16.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold?
See what I told you? It's better to get wisdom than gold.
And to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver.
That's right. Get understanding. That's all I needed. Go to Proverbs 21 and 30. Getting right to the point. 21 and 30.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 30. There is no wisdom nor understanding nor counsel against Yahweh.
Don't nobody know nothing about those. For us, Yahweh ain't got no mama. He ain't got no daddy. He is the beginning and the end. He everything. You can't figure him out. He ain't got no birth date or no death date. Read that again.
There is no wisdom nor understanding nor counsel against Yahweh.
Ain't none of that against him. That's right. All you got to do is worry about what he say do. Don't worry about him. You just worry about keeping his laws and statute, commandment, and judgment. You trying to figure him out. You can't figure Yahweh out. He too powerful and great. He ain't gonna let you figure him out. Shit. Why would you want to anyway? You better figure out how to keep those commandments that he wrote for you. What was that? Proverbs 20, what was that? 20, what?
21.
21? Okay, 23 and 29.
Proverbs chapter 20.
Let me make sure that's right. Okay, yeah, that's what I want.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 29. Who hath woe?
No, 23 and 9. I mean 9. Yeah, I mean Proverbs 23 and 9. That's what I meant. Yeah, Proverbs 23 and 9.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 9. Speak not in the ears of a fool.
Don't talk to a fool, and we're going to find out what a fool is. The book say, don't speak in the ears of a fool.
For he will despise the wisdom of thy words.
Because he going to hate what you telling him. A fool going to hate what you tell him. Look up the word fool in there. Don't talk to no fool. Fool. Let's see what a fool is.
Fool.
Oh, let me get it in here. Oh, okay. I want you to read it. Okay, read it.
Fool. A person who does silly or senseless things or who is easily tricked.
A fool is anybody that can be tricked and do foolish stuff.
A man kept by a nobleman or king in earlier times to amuse by joking and clowning.
Joking and clowning, a fool. Bernie Mac and Richard Pryor and all them people, they do foolish stuff. Read.
Jester. To get someone to believe something that is not true.
To get you to believe something that's not true, a fool do.
Trick.
A trick. A fool can be tricked.
Deceive.
A fool can be deceived.
To act like a fool.
To act like a fool.
Joke or clown.
Joke or clown. Anybody that can be tricked and deceived is a fool. Just like they done deceive and trick you over in the United States that you thinking that you a Christian and a Messianic and that you got a religion and going to church. You've been deceived and tricked. Read that verse again.
Speak not in the ears of a fool,
Don't speak to a fool.
for he will despise the wisdom of thy words.
Because when you trying to give him some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, he gonna be mad at you and be tripping. So there ain't no sense in talking to no fool about this book. Okay. Proverbs 24:7.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool.
Wisdom is too high for a fool. You talk over his head. He can't understand nothing you're saying. He dumb as a box of rocks in law. Wisdom is too high for a fool. Read.
He opened not his mouth in the gate.
He don't open his mouth in the gate because he can't say nothing. You got a tongue tied. Okay. Proverbs 31:26. I said Proverbs 31:26. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 26. She opened her mouth with wisdom.
She opened her mouth with wisdom. Hold up. Let me show you who opened their mouth with wisdom. Norma L. Y'all mighty TMF Self. Charlotte. What was it?
Ramsey.
Yeah, Charlotte Ramsey. Adria Israel. Miss Rod One Love. Okay. Them women, read it again. They're talking about y'all.
She opened her mouth with wisdom.
Y'all open your mouth up with wisdom.
And her tongue is the law of kindness.
And in the mouth of her tongue is law of kindness. That's right. Okay, that's all I need. They're talking about the women now. It's giving credit to the women. Now, go to Ecclesiastes 9. And you know the reason why I say that? Because they worshiping Yah. That's when I'm giving them credit, because they talking about Yah only. They ain't talking about nobody else like these other women is. Them women, they're talking about Yah. What I say? Ecclesiastes 9.
Yeah.
Let me get it first. Let me see if that's what it is. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I want. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 16 to 18.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 16. Then said I,
King Solomon said, then said I,
wisdom is better than strength.
Wisdom is better than being strong and strength.
Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised.
The poor man wisdom is despised, because I'm popping corn and trying to tell you the truth. They hate that. Say I'm being despised. See, that was the book. The book gonna let you know what's going on. Now read that again.
Then said I,
Then said King Solomon,
wisdom is better than strength.
Wisdom is better than being strong.
Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised.
The poor man wisdom is despised, because they don't want to hear it coming out of my mouth. They want somebody rich telling them. Now, if somebody rich was talking like me, they'll be listening. But a poor man like me, they don't want no parts of me. The book just told you, a poor man don't want to be heard. Read.
And his words are not heard.
His words ain't heard. They ain't listening to me. The book said y'all ain't listening to me. Read.
The words of wise men are heard in a quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools.
That's right.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Wisdom is better than a Uzi, AK-47, a hand grenade, a missile, all that. Wisdom is better than all that. Read that again.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Weapons of war.
But one sinner destroyed much good.
But one sinner destroyed much good. Now, go to Daniel. My words ain't heard. They don't want to hear what I'm talking about, because I ain't got no money. Now, if I was rich and famous, I had 10,000 followers, 100 million followers. But I'm too poor to have that. They don't want to hear it come out of no poor man mouth. Rich man got to be talking like me. Then everybody, oh yeah, he tell the truth, he got some money. As long as he got some money, I'll find him. He got some money, you going to hell too. You going to hell with him for believing in a lie. Everything good ain't gold. Okay, Daniel chapter 2. Let me see. 2 and let's see what I want. Oh yeah, this corn here. Daniel chapter 2, start at 20 verse. Boy, this corn here.
Daniel chapter 2, verse 20. Daniel answered and said,
Daniel answered,
Blessed be the name of Elohim forever and ever,
all the way to the graveyard.
for wisdom and might are his,
Wisdom and might come from Yah.
and he changeth the times and the seasons.
Yah changing the times in the season, summer and winter.
He removeth kings and setteth up kings.
He removed Bush, Bill Clinton, and set up somebody else. What's the president now? Biden. He removed Trump and put Biden in office. So why you gonna vote? Because the Most High running the whole world. That's wisdom. See, a wise man ain't gonna vote because he know that Yahweh is running the world. The Almighty running. Ain't your vote gonna get nobody no office. That's wisdom, not understanding when you don't vote. I ain't never voted. Read.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise.
He give wisdom to me, to the wise. Why? Because I keep his laws and commandments and statutes and judgment. You understand me? Read.
And knowledge to them that know understanding.
And knowledge to them that know ain't no such thing as the New Testament, the Quran, the Hadith, a Democrat, a Republican, a Christian, a Messianic. They know ain't no such thing as that. Read.
He revealeth the deep and secret things.
He revealed the deep and secret thing. He let me see that ain't no such thing as the New Testament. Read.
He knoweth what is in the darkness.
Yahweh knows what's in the darkness.
And the light dwelleth with him.
And the light dwelleth with thee.
I thank thee.
I thank Yah.
And praise thee.
I praise Yah.
O thou Elohim of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might.
Yahweh give Daniel wisdom and might.
And has made known unto me now what we and has made known unto me now what we desired of thee, for thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter.
That's right. In other words, the Most High run it all. That's right. Now, I'm done. Do anybody out there have any comment or question about I just talked about? Because I pop corn all morning. I let you know what wisdom means. And wisdom only comes from Yah. You can't get this from college and going to school and listen to other people. Almighty Yah only give you wisdom. Now, do anybody out there have any comment or question? Let's go on this screen and see what's going on. Shalom, shalom, sister Adria Israel. Shalom, shalom, Miss Rob One Love. Shalom, shalom, Jason Shaw, brother. Shalom, shalom. What's that? Letitia Atkins. And shalom, shalom, Mark Anthony. And shalom, shalom, Roscoe Flat. Yeah. So I just wanted the world to know where do wisdom come from, and everybody ain't gonna understand this book, and Yahweh ain't gonna give everybody no wisdom. Why? Because they faking, perpetrating a fraud. They don't want no parts of his law. They want to do them. So you do you, then you're gonna keep staying dumb as a box of rocks. The Almighty is not gonna show you nothing. Okay, shalom, shalom, Alfonso Pisca. What they say? Please hit. I don't understand what he's talking about. You understand that? It said, please hit the bottom to the. Okay. Oh, you understand. Oh, you did the math, Mark Anthony. There's 66 talents. Okay, when King Solomon had. All right, brother. Yeah. Because I didn't know how much it was. I ain't really good. I'm good with math to a certain extent. But I ain't no mathematician. Mathematician. I ain't no mathematician. Yeah. I know what the scores was. Yeah. Okay, Mark. Yeah, I knew the each score is 20. I knew the score, but I didn't know because he had thousands of this and that. I couldn't do the math on that. Right. But good looking, brother, Mark Anthony. Yeah. But no, everybody ain't gonna understand this book, man. This book powerful. And most people seeking everything but wisdom. And you know, wisdom got to come from Yah. And anytime you believe in the JC is the Messiah, you don't have no wisdom from Yah. I don't know where you got your wisdom from. You didn't get it from Yah. Because all servants of Yah, Yahweh is first and King David is second. That's right. Yahweh gonna be on the throne and King David gonna be his right-hand man. That's right. He gonna be the Messiah. So that's wisdom. You ain't got no wisdom if you talking about the New Testament and the Quran and Hadith and all them other books. You ain't got no wisdom at all. Yeah. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing for you. I'm gonna give it to you in a raw. Tell you the whole truth. That's what they mad about with me. Hey, you mad at me because I'm gonna give it to you in a raw. You want some sugar? You better go to the dollar store and Walmart and get you some sugar. But I ain't gonna sugarcoat it for you. I'll go start listening to them lying preachers again. Cause on this channel, you ain't gonna get nothing but uncut in the raw. That's right. I'm gonna popcorn all the way to the graveyard. Yeah. I don't know no other way to do it. Anybody got any more scriptures to add to that or to go with that? I might have forgot something. Where my Hebrew sisters at? Y'all got it? Y'all got any comments or questions about this subject or have some scriptures? Yeah, because I add some more to it. I know it's probably plenty more out there, but I ain't get them all. I know. Let me see. Happy New Moon. They Happy New Moon?
I was gonna check later, but I'm not sure.
I
know it's either today or it's supposed to be today or tomorrow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be today. Happy New Moon. Yeah, Ox said who is that? Joseph. Joseph. What? I can't say his last. I can't say your last name, bro. It's J. Heinegoer. Yeah. Oh, it's today. Okay, Hebrew. Yeah, we knew it was today. Tomorrow it's today. Okay, bro. You already up on it. Okay. Happy New Moon, bro. Yeah, he on it. Joshua. I mean, Joseph. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah. That slipped by me too, Joseph. Yep. Sure did. Well, it's a good day. Happy New Moon. Praise the mighty Yah. Yeah. And see, y'all brothers and sisters can help me keep up because I can't remember everything, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Feast in the name. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, come on, man. The brother say the new moon was 2 days ago. Come on, man. Oh man, come on, man. Here we go. Here we go now. 2 days ago now. Come on now. Hey. I believe it's. Oh, okay, right. That's the false new moon, right? Okay, that's the false new moon. Yeah, that's 2 days ago. Yes, sir. But that's a different topic and a different subject, brother. We ain't gonna sit up here and debate that today, because that's a long topic and a long subject. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna just stick with the wisdom. We'll debate that another day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what y'all think about that topic, about that subject, brothers and sisters? You know, what y'all think about the wisdom part of the book? I just want some comments then, since ain't nobody got no question. Y'all just give me some comments on what you think about it. Did I do a good job, or what? You know, yeah. Okay, brother. Thank you. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Okay, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But the Hebrew sisters that y'all done got off air. The Hebrew sisters. I got y'all name right here, so yeah. Yep, okay. Well, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna get ready to close out. I enjoyed the lesson and praise the mighty Yah. And hopefully I'll be able to do it this time next week at 12 o'clock. But I want to give all honor and glory and worship to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. And shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters all over the world.